These set of videos will provide you with excellent tips, and these tips may help you solve a question faster or avoid a mistake. Tip number 1. Square root of x square equals to x. True or false? Explain your answer. You can pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestion. Now, square root of x square equals to x. Some students think it is true, and they make a huge mistake. A mistake in this understanding can lead to wrong answers at a couple of places. For example, sketching functions, finding limits, and there are innumerable examples where this concept is very important to apply. Now let's analyze it before I give you the answer. Well, let's consider when x is greater than or equal to 0. As you can see from here, square root of x square has domain of all real numbers, since x square is non-negative, right? So what I will do is I'll place some values for x which are greater than or equal to 0 and see what the result is. Now if I write x values in the left column and square root of x square on the right side, we can compare whether they are equal or not, right? Very simple. Let's start with 0. So if I write 0 for x, square root of x square, square root of 0 is indeed 0. How about 1? 1 square is 1, square root of 1 is also 1. That's correct. 2. 2 square is 4 and square root of 4 is indeed 2. And 3 square is 9, square root of 9 is 3. So well, we do get result which is if x is greater than or equal to 0, then square root of x square is equal to x. Now let's try the values when x is less than 0. Okay, so we'll try them on the left side. So let's put some values for x and see what are the values for square root of x square. Let me use a different ink here. So we have x values and square root of x square. So we're trying negative values. Let me try negative 1. So if I put negative 1 for x, then what do I have? Negative 1 square is indeed positive 1, and so we do get an answer which is positive 1. As you can see, it is not negative 1, it's positive 1. How about negative 2? Square root of negative 2 is 4, and square root of 4 is, now if you put negative 2 here, then square of negative 2 is 4 and square root of 4 is 2. So we get 2, not minus 2. Similarly, if I put minus 3 here, then what is square of minus 3? Square of minus 3 is 9 and square root of 9 is 3. So from here, what we observe is that square root of x square is actually equals to minus of x. Do you see that? Now that gives you a hint. What is indeed square root of x square equals to? So let's now figure out what is square root of x square. So the answer is clear to us from these two examples that square root of x square is actually equals to x if x is greater than or equal to 0 and is minus of x if x is less than 0. Or we can say that square root of x square is equals to absolute x. That is what it is. Now if you want to graph it, how will it look like? So let's plot these functions and graph it. So if x is greater than or equal to 0, then square root of x square is equals to x. But if x is less than 0, then square root of x square is equals to minus of x, correct? Let me push it a bit forward. And then how the graph should be. Graph is indeed like, as expected, absolute function, right? It is like this. So that is the function which is square root of x squared. That is how it looks like. Do you see that? So this is the x value. Here we have 0. It is absolute x and not x, and therefore the answer is false, right? So we get false. Square root of x squared is equals to absolute value of x, not x. So that is how we should understand what is square root of x squared. Now following this, we'll have a couple of videos which will help you to answer the questions correctly. Keep in mind that square root of x squared is absolute x, not x. Thank you.